Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I got.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Johnson's throw is on target to Burks. Looking to throw on second down. Johnson. He gets it to Burks again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Johnson to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On play action, they'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson going to the right here and finding Burks. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Johnson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Johnson. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd down, Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Johnson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. Charles, you think about the quarterbacks in recent minutes that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Johnson now on 1st and 10, rolling to his right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Johnson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Johnson on 1st down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Johnson's throw is on target to Burks. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
5 yards on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how it's spotted right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Johnson now on 1st and 10. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on 2nd down, Johnson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
First down. Complete to number 15.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to number 15.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got room. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, 37 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
a 7-yard gain. And the Titans first down.
Here's Johnson throwing on 1st down. Caught right side, Davis.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 20.
On first down, Johnson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Titans first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete to Derrick Henry. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
A handoff running left, Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Johnson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
This to Jacobs on the toss right.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Johnson to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Johnson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Johnson. It's caught by Hooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw. Johnson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Point after here coming up. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time, a 9-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second down, Jacobs once more. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now the Titans down by 11, a little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Johnson now on first down. Gets it to Burks. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Johnson looking to throw on second down. And that's complete to Davis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Johnson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He gets this one to Burks, and they'll work this down inside the 30. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Johnson's throw into the hands of Hooper, and they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.